Hey guys, welcome to another Diablo 4 video. In today's video, I want to talk about a topic that I've been noticing more and more coming up in conversation, and that is of course the Tree of Whispers. Quite often I see people in chat, in my guild, or on Discord, everywhere, saying they don't understand the Tree of Whispers, what is it for, and they think it needs a buff or a rework. This all may very well be true, but I don't honestly think it was intended for endgame. You see, I've done very many, well over 100 caches so far, and judging from what I've seen, I think it serves two purposes. First, I think it is meant to be an easier, more accessible way for a tier 3 player, specifically a solo player, to get gear before moving on to farming dungeons, as a sort of stepping stone into the gear progression. And I also think, and this is the primary use I think it has, is a way to passively gear your alts, while still providing your main with materials and the much needed sigil powder to continue your progress. I don't think the Tree of Whispers was ever intended to be an avenue to endgame progression, but instead a sort of side bonus for your account, rewarding you for doing activities that you already have a primary reward for, but a little something extra for your alt and your account. For example, let's say you need some mobiles on your main, to gamble for that legendary aspect or unique item for your main. You could go to the location of an event, do it, then wait or log in and log out and stuff like that to hope you get another event more quickly. Or you could simply check the map and you can see the locations of the events associated with the Tree of Whispers marked. And these events are kinda unique. First, when you go to this location, you are guaranteed to have an event, which is nice. But also other characters who enter this area are also guaranteed to have an event, so it triggers one that you can take part in. So basically what this does is then create a chain of events. How I like to use it is simple. Head from event to event location, both getting obols and getting whispers. Then every few events you can turn in getting your whisper box, which I then place in my stash for one of my alts. This is great because again it provides me with the much needed sigil powder, which is of course account shared, materials for your flask, again shared, and then a bonus few pieces of level appropriate gear for your alt, which will help your alt to progress as you work on your main. For example, while working on my renown I was doing dungeons. I had no real desire to do these dungeons of course, completing side quests which are also boring, so what I did was focus on those zones which always had the Tree of Whispers active. This way, while doing this stuff, which I had to do anyway, I was getting bonus rewards in the form of whisper caches, which I again open on my alts, gearing all of my alts. And again, the nice thing, the most valuable item out of these, the sigil powder, or the materials to make elixirs I suppose, those are account shared, so my main still gets access to them. But the useless loot I would have gotten on my main now becomes very useful for an alt I'm planning on playing later. Not to mention, these also contain glyphs, which is a huge bonus because all of my alts now have all of their glyphs and I haven't done anything on them yet really, all from the Tree of Whispers boxes. For me though, using the Tree of Whispers I have found that the most profit for my account for time invested comes whenever there's a hell tide. Now I know everyone does hell tides and everyone knows they're good, but often, maybe it's random or by design, I don't know for sure, but I've noticed that hell tides almost always overlap with the Tree of Whispers map locations. This for me is simply amazing, because I now find myself having tasks to complete for my Whispers boxes, while still earning the great loot, experience, and forgotten souls I normally would while grinding the Helltide. It feels much less grindy in these Helltides when you're simply completing Tree of Whispers tasks, because as you know, everything in the Helltide drops the Helltide currency, so having something to actually do there, for actual rewards aside from the cinders is nice, while still receiving the cinders for your time. World bosses are another great example of this, offering 5 whispers per kill. So really, if you look at the whisper boxes as a bonus for your account and a nice passive way to gear your alt, while progressing your main, I feel they're great. But it is true that if you're looking to gather a bunch of them to gamba for gear for your main, you will likely just end up disappointed feeling like you've wasted a lot of time. So overall, I think the whispers are in a good spot, and if used correctly are great. But if used as an avenue for gearing, they're not so good. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Also guys, thanks to my members over on Patreon, we're doing a channel giveaway. And the giveaway is of course for a copy of Diablo 4. All you have to do is be subscribed here on YouTube and then join the community Discord, which you will find a link for in the description. Then go to the giveaway channel once you're there and click react to the giveaway. And that's it, you're entered. So head over there and enter and good luck. And as always guys, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.